Hey guys, the Haxan Cloak here. The funny thing is that a lot of people have been wondering why I'm a YouTuber. The reason why I'm a YouTuber is because I play dark and scary music. Like drone, dark ambient, and others. But not just because of that. I have a very dark secret that you didn't already know. If you look at a story by Reagan Farmer that involved his girlfriend Ariana Grande being caught up in a storm in Harwich, you know she was wearing her life vest. I know your life vest can save you if you're struggling to stay afloat in stormy waters and you're being engulfed by the waves. If you ever had the experience of wearing a life vest, you know what to expect. I have never worn a life vest before, so I believe that experiencing a storm isn't a case of if but when. And if you're not careful, you will drown. But don't worry, there will be a life raft for you to swim to. I know the raft can save you if you're struggling to stay afloat. But if the raft is inflatable, it can be very hard for you to climb onto. You must kick and pull as hard as you can. Then, you squeeze yourself inside the raft. It's very, very exhausting. You'll drip with sweat. I know sweat is very uncomfortable to you, but let me explain. It contributes to body odor when it is metabolized by bacteria on the skin. It might explain why struggling to stay afloat is very exhausting. And speaking of which, you need to wear your life vest if there's going to be a storm. It may sound like a no-brainer to me and you, but a life vest is what you have to wear. And if the storm blows in, you need to take your life vest out of the pouch, place it over your head, secure the straps around your waist and pull them taut. And if you're not careful, you will be thrown into the water. Then, you have to do anything you can to stay afloat. It's very exhausting, and you have to rely on your life vest. If your life vest deflates, you have to inflate it by blowing into the tube. If the water is rough and stormy, it can be very difficult for you to do it, and you have to blow into the tube to inflate the vest. You must keep blowing into the tube until your life vest is fully inflated. After this, you have to concentrate on staying afloat and you have to rely on your life vest. I know it's exhausting, but the vest is what you have to rely on to help you float. If there's a life raft for you to swim to, you get yourself into the swim-in position and swim to the raft. The difficult part, climbing onto the raft, comes next. But be careful. You must kick and pull as hard as you can, or you might end up slipping into the water. If you do, you have to do it all over again. You kick and pull as hard as you can, until you squeeze yourself inside the raft. You're inside the raft, but you're exhausted. You're panting with exhaustion and dripping with sweat. It's very, very uncomfortable. I know staying afloat is very exhausting, but you really don't call me the Haxan Cloak for nothing. Struggling to stay afloat can be very exhausting for you if you're wearing your life vest, but it can save you if you're struggling to stay afloat in stormy waters and you're being engulfed by the waves. As I said, Reagan wrote the story about Ariana being caught in a storm in Harwich. You may remember a video from Spotting with Tom talking about a severe thunderstorm in New York that featured a lightning bolt and strong winds, and that is the subject of my first YouTube video. You may remember me talking about why struggling to stay afloat is exhausting, and why you have to wear your life vest if there's going to be a storm. Remember, if a storm blows in, make sure to wear your life vest, or you might end up in the water. And if you're not careful, you will drown. There are one or two things about the storm that look as if it will happen to me in my first YouTube video.
Uh-oh.
Hello. This is Haxan Cloak speaking. What do you want from me?
Hello. This is Bertram, and I understand that you're calling me because you have something to tell me.
Yes, I do. I have been talking about struggling to stay afloat. I know it can be very exhausting, but you have to deal with it every now and then.
I know, but this is nothing compared to what I'm going to tell you.
Oh dear. That's not good.
Yes, but you need to listen to what I'm saying and you will understand what I mean. Later in the video, there's going to be a storm. It will feature the lightning bolt from the Spotting with Tom video that you mentioned earlier and a wind speed of 130 miles per hour. Equivalent of Category 4 hurricanes including Hurricane Charlie.
I really don't understand what you're telling me. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that there's going to be a storm and that it will have wind speeds of 130 miles per hour. You do realize that Charlie was a Category 4 hurricane which affected the state of Florida when it struck.
Why are you giving me information about the storm before it hits later in the video? And if you had to guess, I would like to say one thing.
What?
About the storm that you mentioned. What you're trying to say is that it has wind speeds of 130 miles per hour and that it will feature a bolt of lightning. You're really not helping me.
Listen to me, the Haxan Cloak. Do you not realize what danger you are in? You are in danger of being thrown into the water.
I'm just talking to you about the storm. The information that you gave me really isn't helping me.
Look, I've got to go. I will call you again after the storm to see how you got on. Goodbye.
Look, I know Bertram was trying to help me, but the information about the storm isn't helping me. I will have to talk to Ryan Newman on the phone now.
Uh-oh.
Hello. This is Haxan Cloak speaking. What do you want from me?
Hello. This is Ryan Newman. What can I help you with?
Ryan, we need to talk. There was a phone call a minute or two ago from Bertram, who warned me about a storm. He was saying that wind speeds of 130 miles per hour will be expected and that it will feature a bolt of lightning. Can you talk to me about this?
Bertram said that the storm is the equivalent of Category 4 hurricanes including Hurricane Charlie. And he said your name when you told him that he wasn't helping you. I know that Bertram wasn't helping you, but you've got to understand that he gave little to no information about the storm.
Okay, and when will the storm hit?
I don't know, but it will hit after you've talked to Reagan Farmer.
Are you trying to tell me that I talked to Reagan Farmer on the phone about the storm? Are you mad?
No, I'm not. You should talk to Reagan Farmer before it's too late.
Ryan, be careful. You're going to fall. Oh dear, Ryan Newman has fallen over while talking to me on the phone. She didn't pay attention to where she was going and fell on the floor. I will have to talk to Reagan Farmer on the phone now.
Uh-oh.
Hello. This is Haxan Cloak speaking. What do you want from me?
Hello. This is Reagan Farmer. How can I help you?
Reagan, this is very, very urgent. A few minutes ago Bertrand warned me about a storm. It's coming, and I'm very, very scared. What am I going to do?
I know you're scared, but let me tell you something. The two stories that I wrote last year showed Ariana Grande being caught up in a storm in Southend-on-Sea in Harwich. And now you're part of the story. When the storm hits, you will be thrown into the water after the rope holding you in place snaps, and you will be struggling to stay afloat when this happens.
Oh dear. That's not good.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that the storm will hit after I've finished making this call. You will hear the wind howling around you as you struggle to keep your balance, and when the strain gets too much for the rope holding you in place to bear, it will snap, you will do the Wilhelm scream, and you will fall into the water.
Uh-oh. That sounds nasty. Can you do something to stop the storm?
Sorry, but I can't. You have to survive the storm, or you will die. Goodbye.
Oh dear. Reagan warned me about the storm. So did Bertram. Yikes. What was that sound? I'm very, very scared. Help. It's a storm siren, and the emergency alert system is about to activate.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Haxan Cloak. At 3:56 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, it was reported that Bertram from Thomas the Tank Engine warned the Haxan Cloak about a storm. He told the YouTuber that it will feature a lightning bolt from a video by Spotting with Tom, and that it will have wind speeds of 130 miles per hour. This was confirmed by a storm siren informing the Haxan Cloak that the storm was coming. New information about the storm has been confirmed by the Met Office as this message is being sent out. It has been confirmed that the name of the storm is Jackson, and that it has wind speeds of 130 miles per hour, with wind gusts reaching 145 miles per hour. It will make landfall after the lightning bolt lights up the stormy skies of Luton, accompanied by thunder. Because of the storm, all residents of Luton are advised to evacuate immediately. This is a dangerous storm. Prepare immediately for destructive winds capable of producing significant damage. As for the Haxan Cloak, you are advised to put on your life vest. Things are about to get stormy.
Yikes! Storm Jackson is coming. What am I going to do?
Put your life jackets on now.
Okay, I have my life vest on, and I'm ready for the storm. Now I have to make sure you're ready, too. Take your life vest out of the pouch. Place it over your head. Secure the straps around your waist. And pull them taut. Okay, you have your life vest on, and you're ready for the storm. Now, as the super scary plane landings narrator is going to say,
fasten your seatbelts for a bumpy ride. There's turbulence ahead.
Help! I'm scared. No. The rope. It's going to snap. Oh dear, you have fallen into the water after the rope holding you in place snaps, and now you're struggling to stay afloat. What can you do? Be careful. Choose carefully, or you might end up being engulfed by the waves. And if you're not careful, you will drown. I will have to reveal the answer in the next video. Until now, goodbye.